Okay guys, I can't believe I finally decided to do this. A lot of you have been asking me a ton of questions on Instagram and I've written them out and I'm gonna answer them for you guys. So if you don't want to know the depths of my life, well, not really, just like a few things about me, skip this video because it's gonna be probably like an hour long. I'm gonna have to take breaks during it. I have a water. Alrighty, let's get started. This one, like so many of you have asked, and you even asked me to make a whole video on just this, but I'm just gonna answer all the questions. So, number one, where did you and David meet? So we met 7 years ago in Florida. Let's think. Alright, also, just by the way, I'm not editing this vlog at all. I should probably be drinking wine or something, so yeah, we'll chatty. Maybe film this video at night, but I'm just gonna do it now with water. I'm exhausted. So yeah, anyway, this video is not edited at all. So I'm not cropping anything out or anything. You're just gonna see it running the whole way through. So David and I met 7 years ago in Florida. I was working on his yacht, and I was actually on his yacht with another friend of mine, and he got me on the yacht, and then David happened to be the owner of the yacht, and him and I went out to dinner and we just got on really well. And then I left the yacht. Fast forward 5 years later, I came to LA to visit him, and then we just started dating. So yeah, we've known each other for like 7 years. What does David do? So David does like hospitals, like he owns hospitals, I guess, and aviation. He's got like an aviation business, so like with jets. So that's what he does. How long have you known each other for? We've known each other for, well, I think this year it's going to be 8 years. So I met him when I was 23. And I'm 29 now. Oh, it's gonna be 7 years soon. So that's how long we've known each other for. Who made the first move? So David actually made the first move. He said he liked me for a long time, and then we went with a whole bunch of friends to Saint-Tropez. And when we were there, he bought me, we went out to La Opera, which is like this really cool nightclub thing, and they do all the champagne popping and like these shows, and he got me a huge bouquet of roses when we left, and like they were like this big, I'm not even joking, and I was like throwing them over everybody. And yeah, anyway, that's how he made his first move, by showing me he liked me, is trying to woo me. So that's how it started. So we basically fell in love in Saint-Tropez. I don't know why, I'm never usually nervous for vlogging videos, I just do it. But now answering all your questions is making me like feel weird. Okay, where are you from? So I'm from South Africa. I know a lot of you think I'm from Australia or New Zealand, or sometimes I get British, but I'm actually from South Africa. I'm from a small little farm town in like the middle of nowhere. Oh my god. Oof. This has been going for 4 minutes only. Like, I was gonna make a long video and I'm almost like halfway done through the questions. We're taking a little break and drinking some water. Okay, so yeah, where are you from? I'm from a small little farm town in South Africa. I went to boarding school when I was younger, just because my farm town is like in the middle of nowhere. There are schools there, but they're not really good. So I went to St. Mary's Diocese Girls, and it was a 6-hour drive from a little farm town to there. So I used to come home like once every 4 months or something. And my dad's workers would fetch me, like people that work for my father. And yeah, there was pretty much nothing really in my little farm town. I think I was 14 or 16, when we got our first McDonald's. So we have like a farm, well, in America you call it a ranch, because it was 30,000, what is those things you guys measure in America? So in South Africa, it was 14,000 hectares. So in acres, okay. In acres, it's like 30,000 acres or something. 30,000 or 300,000. I don't know. I think 30,000. It was really big though. And once you're on top of the mountain, as far as the eyes could see, that was like our ranch. And we had a motocross track on it, like with ramps, and it was a big round thing, and like you could go over all the corners and all that. And because my brother used to ride motorbikes for South Africa, so that was at our ranch. And then we had 3, we call them dams. You guys in America call them lakes. We had 3 lakes full of fish and all that. And we used to go out on these big floaty thingies and fish. Someone had horses there once, I don't know who, so I rode horses a bit when we were there. We did a lot of hiking because the farm's really big, the ranch or whatever. Like in the valleys, like the mountains would go like this. And then where they met, that it was full of like trees, and like it was really like dark inside there and mossy and just really, really beautiful. And it would be so nice like hiking through there, and then you would pop out at the top and go onto the mountain and look over at the view. And sometimes we'd hear the baboons or see them on the next door mountain, and they were huge, like they stood like as big as a person. So it was really fun growing up there and being outdoors and riding motorbikes all the time, and like every day just hop on my quad and go somewhere. But South Africa is wild. Like we have like tons of like snakes and like scary things that can kill you. I'll never forget the one day I hopped on my 4-wheeler, like my motorbike, and I went driving. Like I drove really far away from the house, and about an hour or 2 later I got to one of the lakes, jumped off my bike, and then walked up to the lake, jumped on this rock and sat down. And then I looked next to me, about that far away, was a green twig snake. It used to hang out at that lake, and it was a green twig snake, yeah. And if that bites you, I think you die in under an hour. So I wouldn't have even made it back to the house to then go to the hospital, because the hospital, wow, that was like an hour's drive. And then just me getting back would be like an hour and a half, say, if I went fast, like an hour. So yeah, it was pretty wild. And then I saw the snake, obviously, and I was like, crap. And it was just like checking me out. And then I got up and I was like, oh my God. And then I took a photo of it, so I could show my parents. And there's no cell phone service either. Like when you go riding, they just sort of found me dead, like next to my bike. Anyway, so it was really, really fun. We also had on the ranch/farm spotted hyenas, which are, they're like really disgusting and they laugh like, hey. We didn't have any like wild animals, but my auntie and uncle have a game farm, and they have like lion and leopard and all the rest of it. But before they had their lion, they had just like the worst thing they had was leopard, which was very shy. So my brother and I used to ride motorbikes around them all the time when we were younger. I used to make donuts in the, with the motorbike, like donuts in the sand, and Uncle Dave used to come out and shout at me and my brother and be like, grab a rake, and we'd have to rake it up and make it all nice, because they used to have guests that came there because it was a game reserve, like, and there were chalets and everything, and like a lodge. So it was like a lodge, and then people would go stay there. So we like had to clean it up, and it was a lot of fun. So I was there really often when I was a kid too. I mean, and they had everything: kudu and pala, nyala, zebra, gemsbok, red duiker, blue duiker, buffalo. Oh, they didn't have buffalo, sorry. They had What are those things? And I can't even like crop this while I'm trying to think of the name. I don't know why I can't think of the name. And just like going blank. But let's see what else. There was that hippopotamus, giraffe. Oh, it was really cool when I was younger too. My dad and I used to chase the giraffe on the four-wheelers. And when they run, it's like they're in slow motion for some reason. I don't know why. I had the coolest childhood in the world. Like, seriously. I hope she doesn't stop playing that game where she puts her ball under the couch. I'm trying a new hairstyle today, by the way. I just left this natural, and then I did the front with the hairdryer. There's this stuff, it's amazing. The Kardashians use it, and it's just the best. It's the best stuff for your hair, and all the like professional stylists that do celebrities' hair use it. And when you want to, for some reason, even if you have straight hair, it just curls it. Like when you get out the shower, you brush your hair and then you spray that stuff in and you crunk it. I didn't even use you know that thing that, a crimper? I didn't even use that. This is just natural. I will get the name of that stuff for you guys. Crap. I think it's called Wow or something. Maybe I should just stop this and look. Oh, she's going to play this game. And then she's going to cry. Where is she? Kaya. You're going to ruin my video. Okay, she doesn't look... It doesn't look like she's like playing it now. My skin is really bad at the moment. I broke out here and now I have these like bumps. Anyway. Alright, I'm doing this thing. Okay, where are you from? That's the last thing I did. How long did you do yachting for, and did you have to study for it? I did yachting for like 3 years, and yes, you do have to study for it. There's this place in South Africa that I went to go do it. It's like a few months courses, but I did mine all in a month. I just crammed them in every single day and exams every single day, and I just like did it. And you do firefighting, health and safety, food health and safety. You do all these courses because like if there's a fire on the yacht, there's no firefighting team, like there's no ambulance like there is on land. Like if there's a fire, I would just call them. Kaya. But anyway, so we're the fire safety people, fire department. So we had to do, I had to put on the stuff, oxygen, crawl in like this huge stimulation thing. Come here. Stimulation thing with fire everywhere. Like it was really crazy. And then we had to do like out at sea, like survival things. They show us how to use those, I can't even remember any of these names at the moment, but it's like this like wetsuit thing, and you zip up, and it's like if you go in really cold water, it like protects you so you don't like freeze to death from hypothermia and die. I'm sorry, I cannot think of words right now. I think I'm just like really tired, and I might have had a little bit too much wine to drink last night. Alright, and my hair doesn't actually look that great in this video. Whew. So whatever that thing is called, that's we did that stuff too. We had to be in a raft for like hours, and we had to do what other exams we had to do, or like first aid, like, you know, basic stuff. Like, well, actually first aid level 3, I think it was up to. So if someone has a heart attack, or if you get really old, because a lot of these yachts, like, it's rare that there's like a young person that owns a yacht, because usually it takes a while to make so much money, right? So these old people, they get heart attacks and all these things, so we have to know how to save their life if that happens. So we did first aid level 3, and then obviously service on land goes up to 5 stars. Service on water goes up to 7 stars. So Kaya, No. No. I can't even edit this out. So service on on water goes up to 7 stars. So the service we were doing was just like crazy. Like, especially when I worked on like 90-meter boats. I mean, there were like 20 of us on the interior, well, on the interior, like in total, and it was just like next level stuff, like the detail of the cleaning and all that. But you don't do cleaning when you move up into second year. That's just like first year type of stuff for the new stews. So I was doing like service and table settings and white glove stuff and interacting with the guests, and they would always send me because they said I'm like personable. So I would go fetch them with like the captain or the first mate and like be the first person they see. So like, hi, blah, 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 blah. It was great fun, honestly. I have so many of them on my Instagram now, like stay friends, and like it was it was really good to do, like for my young 20s, like the beginning of my 20s, because you make really good money and you get free accommodation. All the money you make is tax free, and you get to travel the world. In those 3/4 years I did it, I ended up seeing 41 different countries. So it was really cool. But I mean, I was studying before that. I just didn't finish because I wanted to do this, but I could always go back and finish the last bit of my studies. Come here. I was studying architecture, just so you know. Say hi. Say hi to the camera. Oh. Oh, Bobby. All right. Next question. Oh, Kaya. Where do you get yacht certificates? Alright, so the yacht certificates are what I kind of just spoke about. I did mine in Cape Town at SYSA. Oh, she got a real bad itch and she jumped off of me to scratch it. I did mine at SYSA Yachting Cape Town, but you can do them in America. There's this place called Blue Water, you can do it and all that. I know I get so many questions about the yachts because everyone wants to do that job. It's just like so much fun. You live with people from all around the world. When the guests aren't on, you don't work, you get to travel for free. It's just honestly the best, like gap year / like you can do it for like 3 years if you want. I mean, I just love the traveling, so I didn't stop. I was still doing it for like 3-4 years. It's great fun. You can't do it though if you're like 30 or like, well, maybe 30 is still fine. You can't if you're like 40 because you have to be like young and like kind of good looking, like easy on the eye, you know. You can't like just be Kaya like fat and old. Like, no offense, but it's just the industry. It's not me, it's just how it is. Anyway, how much do you make working on yachts? So how much money? So in the first year you work, you only get $3,500 because you're like at the bottom, like you've just started. And then people do that as a gap year and they leave. But I mean, that's $3,500 tax-free, free accommodation and free food. So all that money you can put in your pocket. Second year, you make about 4, 5, and then like when I left, I was making $6,000 a month. But salaries go up to, for girls, I'd say maybe $10,000 a month. So that's like if you got like 8 years experience, if you stayed in it and you're a chief stew on like a big yacht like Fountainhead, you could make like up to $12,000, $14,000 a month. So I mean, there's good money in it if you stay in it. It's just tough though, honestly. Like, it's a lot of fun to do when you're young, like seriously. But when you get a bit older, it's so hard on the body, but it keeps you so fit. I always said I'd much rather do that hanging out with like rich people, getting to like chat to them about all sorts of interesting things, because they have all this interesting information. Like, they told me the coolest books to read and recommended like the best books ever, and I've read them and I'm like, wow. So you just like learn a lot. Even your crew that you stay with, they're all from different places, and they're all got their own information and their investments they're doing, and you learn so much. It's like very eye-opening. I went off track. I was actually trying to say something else, but I kind of went off track. Or how much do you make working on the other? But honestly, when you get older, it's really hard on the body, because when the guests are on, you kind of sometimes are working 18-hour days. Like, sometimes they're not. I was on one yacht for like 8 months and I didn't even see any guests, and we would literally work Monday to Thursday. We had Friday, Saturday, Sunday off. We had Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday off, and we're in the Bahamas, and I just go hang out the beach every day. And when we did work, we finished at like 2, so it was honestly so nice. I was so brown like by the time we left there. Anyway, yeah, if you have kids, or you're like 20 and watching this, it's really great fun for like a year or 2 or 3 or 4. Make some money and go travel, or make some money, save, pay for your college, make some money, save, buy a house, make some money, save, buy a car. Whatever you want to do, it's great, but it's not long term. So you kind of got to just do it, and then that's it. It's not something you can do forever. But if you haven't and you can, definitely do it while you can. It's great. It's honestly so much fun, and I highly recommend doing it. Do you have any siblings? Yes, I have a younger brother. He is 3 years old. He used to be my best friend in the world. So let me show you guys. Okay, hang on. This tattoo I actually got. This is his birth date right here. I have also my mom on my ankle. I still need to get my dad somewhere, but that's my mom's signature. I like stole it. I was like, hey mom, I need your signature for a tattoo. No, she would not give it to me. Then I asked her like 6 months later, hey, I need your signature. Oh, she signed something and sent it to me, and I was like, yes. And then like 2 hours later, I sent her a photo, and I was like, mom, check my tattoo. She was so mad, but it was so worth it, because I don't know, I've got something of her on me forever. Back to my brother. Yeah, so he used to be my best friend in the entire world. We don't talk anymore, like at all. And if I chat to him, he won't really, like, he replies now, but when he started getting distant, he just, I don't know, would never reply to any of my texts, and he just, I don't know, grew away. He's got a girlfriend, so I think he's just like so focused on her. And I don't know, when we were in boarding school, he used to phone me every Sunday, because we're in different boarding schools. Now we just never talk. I talk to my mom and dad all the time. I speak to my mom every day. I phone my mom every like second day. I speak to my dad also almost every day. But my brother, I have no relationship with him at all anymore. It's really sad, but it's his choice. All right, moving on. Is your dad wealthy? Yeah, he used to be really wealthy. We grew up very spoiled, very lucky. We both went to beautiful private schools. Mine was all girls, my brother's was all boys. The schools were huge and beautiful and just amazing. I was very lucky to go there. We had like crazy uniforms, not like, you know, whatever. We had like the blazers, the ties, like really, really proper. We used to have 5 houses growing up, 5 holiday homes. We had a house in the little farm town. We had our big ranch/farm. We had a house, 2 houses in Mozambique, which is our neighboring country, and it is beautiful, guys. I love Mozambique. I used to go there as a kid all the time too. All the roads are sand, and it's honestly so stunning. And then we had a house in South Coast. South Coast to Mozambique, the house in wherever, and Newcastle, the house in the ranch. So yeah, 5. And then we used to go away like every single weekend. So I'm like really used to like being on the move all the time. So now that I'm with David and he wants to go every weekend, it just feels like normal to me. Like I'm like, he's like, oh, let's go, we're going tomorrow. Oh, okay. Quickly go pack a bag for us. So like so chilled. And because I grew up doing it. And also like my mom always used to pack some food and a thing. So I just remember what she did. So I'm like, oh, okay. And I put some of the food in for sandwiches and take some wine and pack it, and the first night we get there we have stuff, and it's just so easy and quick. And I'm honestly like a pro packer like by now, traveling the world. Like I've been to almost 60 countries. I lived out a suitcase for 4 years while I was in yachting, and now I mean my makeup bag stays packed. I have a drawer that's like so organized with all my other makeup. I put my makeup bag in there, throw some undies, socks, so like a few outfits, 3 pairs of shoes, done. Okay, what type of dog is Kaya? So Kaya she looks like a husky, but Kaya, come here. Hey, come here. Let me show you guys. Oh, oopsies. What are you running to? That's why you're running. Oh my god, guys, she has the thing. It's the decoration thing. Look how pretty she is. So Kaya is this small because she's a miniature husky, miniature Siberian husky. Look how beautiful. Oh, look in the camera, baby. Look in the camera. She's a mix between a Pomeranian. Oh, sorry. A mix between a Pomsky and a Husky, Siberian Husky, but she is 20% Pomeranian and 80% Husky. So the Pomeranian side just gave her the height, so she stays little. She's miniature. I'm getting out of breath from all this talking. Whew. All right, so basically what we'd call her is a Pomsky. But honestly, I have seen a lot of Pomskys and none are as pretty as her. This might just be the parent in me coming out, but I honestly think so. Why is Kaya so small? What type of dog? Okay. Do you make any money? Well, kind of, like a little bit. I have my clothing store, which I'm about to shut down just because we travel so much and I can't ship things out and all the rest of it. So that's ending soon. And then I am starting my English teaching online through Tefla, and that's really cool because like you can be anywhere in the world and still do this. So if I wake up at like say 6, I just do 2 hours if we're away, and you teach online and you can make good money from that, and you just open your computer, you teach the little kids. So that's really nice. And also I've always wanted to do something with kids. Well, not only that, but my whole family said I should be in something with children, because ever since my cousins were born, I used to look after them, do their homework with them, like change their diapers, like carry them when they cry, like feed them. So everyone says I'm really good with children. These will be like obviously like grade 1 or 5 or whatever, but you teach them English. Okay, hang on. Whew. I'm struggling today. Oh, I have a headache and this video is unedited, so that's not bad. This is this, I swear. And that's not bad. This is this, I swear. Man. Death of red grapes. Okay. I need to go get an Advil. Maybe I should quickly put this off and go upstairs. Okay. I'm gonna do that. So you guys will just see me sitting here after I take an Advil, but I'm quickly running upstairs. All right, I'm back. Let's see, I brought a hair tie. It's still wet. It's like afternoon. Okay, I'll put some lipstick on. Because I mean, hey Cara, let's make an hour-long video of you looking at the camera and talking, and it's barely put any makeup on. So I've got nothing on. Put some lip stuff on. Okay. What do you do every day? Whew, a lot. So I either have appointments that I go to, like I do my lashes, which are in dire need of getting done. So I do those. Tint my brows. I'm getting laser removal on this tattoo, so I gotta do that every 10 weeks. And the appointment arrives quicker than you think. I do laser hair removal treatments. I do microdermabrasion every month on my skin. Because I just, since I hit like 25, I guess, I've been having issues with it for some reason. I don't know why. It's just, they won't stop. I get these little bumps. I'm on medication now for it, and it seems to be working. Maybe when I turn 30, it'll be gone. Hopefully. Oh, ding thumbs. Oh, what do I do every day? Let's carry on with that. I don't finish answering my questions, I'm sorry. A typical girl just gets so distracted. They say a girl's mind and a boy's mind are so different. Like, a guy, if you go into his head, there's like different boxes. And in this box are the cars. And in this box are houses. And this box are whatever. So they'll go into one box and just think of that. A girl's brain is kind of like a store, a big shop, and there's stuff everywhere. So they'll just like walk through, oh, pizza, oh, this, oh, that, like, or like think of a million different things and just switch conversations up. Like, a boy's talking about cars, he will talk about cars. He's not gonna like next start talking about his mother's auntie's cousin, or, you know. So it's kind of funny. And then boys also, the last box that they have is called the nothing box. And when they go into that box, they think of absolutely nothing. Now, women don't understand that because they cannot think of nothing. So they can't imagine having like a nothing box. So that's why when guys are like sitting there like, and the woman's like, oh my God, he doesn't want to be with me anymore. Like, what are you thinking about? Nothing. That's impossible. Well, no, they were actually thinking of nothing. Like, boys have this box of nothingness and they can actually think of nothing, whereas women cannot. So our brains are just different. So what do I do every day? So come back to my little store, and I'm gonna stay in one section now. Okay, so got all those appointments. I play with Kaya every day too. I make David and I breakfast every single morning. I pack lunch for him either at night or in the morning, like in a little cooler, like it stays cool. I go to the grocery store. I cook dinner. I love cooking dinner. You guys have seen me make some things. I never showed you anything really good on here for some reason. I like have really good things I cook, like everything from scratch, all my sauces, everything, and I've never really showed a proper video. I don't know why. It's just like hard, I guess, to. Oh, also, by the time I get to cooking dinner, my vlog's already too long from the day, so you guys haven't really seen me cook anything real. But I cook dinner every night, and David and I travel very often, like every second week. We're either at the house in Vegas, and when we go somewhere together, then David's not at work, so then we hang out every day. Then the things we do are way more like fun, so we all do lunches and like we'll watch the Chainsmokers live, or like go people watch in the wind, go walk around, go shopping, like just fun stuff. So I got all my things I do, and then that, and then also what I do when I'm at home, if I'm like not packed up on appointments and we've been home for more than like a week and I sort everything out, and then David stays and works the next week too, then I get started on all my little projects that I'm doing. So I'm busy with my TEFLA course for the English thing I was telling you about. I've got books that I'm reading. I've got paintings that I'm painting. Like I love art, so I paint. I got that. I've got a book that I'm writing. I make YouTube videos. So I got all these little fun projects. So I'm never, ever, ever bored. Sometimes I wish we would be at home a little bit more because I got all these things I want to do and like accomplish, you know. All right, we are past halfway. And I don't know how long I've been on here for. I told you it's gonna be probably about an hour. So if you made it this far, I wouldn't be upset if you left. Okay. Don't you get bored being a housewife? All right, so I'm not really a housewife because I'm not married, but a house girlfriend, if you can even say that. No, I don't, because I'm so busy all the time. Never, ever, ever bored, like ever. I don't even have time to get bored. Okay. Will you and David ever get married? No, we will not ever get married. We both don't believe in marriage. I think he used to. So he's been married before and it ended really, really badly. They're in court still 6 years later. I'm not going to get into that whole thing, but it's just very yucky. And just what's happened to him and like financially and all that, like it's just not worth it for him to ever try to trust someone again. Totally understand. I mean, I wouldn't, if someone did that to me, like I would never get married again either. So, you know, so he's not, like, because of that reason. And I don't know, I've never really been that type of girl. Like I'm a traveler and a free spirit, and I like surfing, and I used to ride a longboard, and I'm just very like not tied or owned by anything or anyone. I'm just very free, so I don't think it really suits me. So I don't think it's something that I would want to do. It's not like I'm like, oh my god, I really want to get married. Like it's just not me. I just don't feel like I believe in it. And like I believe in people staying together forever. Like, don't get me wrong, my mom and dad are still so in love. They've been together forever, like 40 years I'd say, and they still walk around the mall holding hands. They're like besotted with each other. So it's really cute. I believe in all that, but I just think in this modern society, I don't know about marriage. Anyway, so I don't think that's ever going to happen. Let's see. How many kids does David have? So David has 3 kids. Their names are Alec, Bella, and Natalia. Alec is the youngest, Bella is the middle child, and Natalia is the eldest. Is it tough being a stepmom? So again, I don't think I can be called a stepmom because we're not married. We're never getting married. So I don't even know if you can say step-girlfriend. I don't even know. We just call me Cara. And is it tough being a stepmom? No, it's nice. It's pretty normal. The kids are really nice and we all get on well and we're all just like family, you know? So that's what's important. I think I have like friends like Diane and some of my friends that are family too. And you can become family with people, and you don't have to have like certificates or anything. I mean, you love someone, then they're part of your family, and you know. So anyway, okay, what is your favorite book and why? Okay, so my favorite book is The Pact by Jodi Picoult, and because it's just amazing. Like this girl, she fakes to be raped. Is that even, I read this book so long ago, is that even what happened? I'd probably have to reread it. I've just been telling everyone that that's my favorite book for so long. Just read The Pact by Jodi Picoult. It's the best book in the world, trust me. Please do a video on how you and your boyfriend met. Yeah, I've been getting this one a lot. So we met in Florida. The first time I ever saw him, I know I already said this, like this was the first question, but I'll just dive in a bit deeper. All right, so I was on the yacht and he walked up to it and he was there with this girl, Sabrina, beautiful girl, big bum, big lips, just like, you know, like really like attractive, like from the male perspective. And I was like, whoa, she's so beautiful, da, da, da. And it was his PA. And yeah, I was like, said hi to them, and that's the first day we met. He actually asked if he could take a photo of me by the jacuzzi on his yacht upstairs, and I was like, yeah, sure. And I think he still has that photo 7 years ago. How funny is that? Yeah, that's how we met. How old is Kaya? Kaya is 1 year and 4 months old. She's still a baby. She's only got like a few months left of being a puppy. Like, I think they stay a puppy up until 2 years. So in 8 months, she is officially not a puppy anymore. She's a little teenager. But I'm just trying to enjoy these last few stages with her. Kaya, come here. What are you doing? Guys, it's really hard talking this much when you're hungover. What are you doing, Bubsies? The one thing about having a puppy, it's like having a little baby. She's always up to something, always teething, always chewing things. She is always ripping stuff up, and I gotta clean it up before David sees it because he's OCD, and then he will get really mad at her. So I'm like, clean up on aisle 7, really quickly. Oh, I left my questions over there. I kind of want to switch out. Let's go get them. Alrighty, so we know that David and I met on the yachts. And it was actually so perfect because we both just love traveling, and we met like doing something we love, like being out at sea, and it was just a very cool story. Kaya, Bobby. I know my Bobby. You're too distracted. to play with mommy. Where did my hair tie go? I need to change this. This looks really bad. Do you know this is not a toy? This is not your toy. This is a decoration in the house that's supposed to look like a chain. Good catch. Hang on, just give me 1 second. I swear I'll be back in like literally 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I said I'm not going to edit this at all, so this is just literally straight up. This I would usually have cropped out, but since we're not doing that in this video, and it's all pure and raw, so you know I'm not like changing what I'm saying and cropping out some of the truth. Oh, it's still wet, but I just... Oh, hello. Alright, that does not look very good either. Whatevs. Okay. Is it tough being a stepmom? How many kids? What is your favorite book and why? Please do a video on how your boyfriend met. Okay, how old is Kaya? 1 year and 4 months. How do you stay so skinny? Okay, honestly, I don't know. I eat a lot. David says I eat about 5,000 calories a day. And he says I'm supposed to eat like 1,500. So I think it's this thing where you have an overactive thyroid. So I'm constantly cold, like freezing cold. And my hands are constantly cold. I have a problem with heat, so like I can never be warm. And what's that? And those are things that happen from an overactive thyroid. So hang on, I need to do a screenshot because this is going to be my thumbnail. Oh crap. Okay, this is getting annoying. I'm gonna do this afterwards. That's a good idea. It's getting annoying because I know I keep remembering I can't edit this, so everything I'm saying has to stay in it. And usually I would have edited it. I would have edited retying my hair. I would have edited what I just said now, I would have edited, like, I would have stopped it and done the script, like, all that, because now I just found a good thumbnail. See what I mean? Anyway, it doesn't matter. This is the question vlog. Oh yeah, so I have an overactive thyroid, so my body stays super skinny. It can be the other way though. For some people it's the other way, and even if they just don't even eat, they put on weight. So it just depends. You can Google it. I can't remember exactly, but David's also diagnosed me with that. So that's all. How much do you weigh and how tall are you? So I weigh 48 kgs. I don't know what that is in pounds. I don't know what it is in, do you guys do pounds or what? LLBs? I don't know, but I weigh 48 kilograms. However much that is in American terms, I don't know. All right, and how tall are you? I think I'm like 5'9", 7. 5'9", or 5'8", one of the two. I think I'm just tall enough. Like, I don't want to be shorter, I don't want to be taller. I think this is a good height, so it's good. I actually would like to be a little bit shorter, like, to be honest, like maybe like 5'5". I think little girls are so cute. But I mean, think like when I met David, he was telling me how it's so much better to be tall and tall girls are better, and I was like, what? No way. Like, I wanted to be shorter my entire life, and then hearing that was just like super confusing. But anyway, different opinions, right? Okay, which is your favorite country you've been to so far? Which is your favorite country you've been to? I made up the sofa. I'm like really tired. I might take a nap after this. I should actually re-answer all these questions drunk. It'll be so funny. Just kidding. Got your puppy. My puppy. She's being so cute. Oh, sorry, I forgot I'm supposed to be talking to you guys. Hang on, watch this. Oh, she stopped. It's your puppy. It's your puppy. Where's you? Oh man, she was like, let me show you. Let me demonstrate. I can't even edit this out. It's like adjusting the camera. She was holding the thing with her paws and like playing with it like a human, like holding it with her paws together, like this. Here's your puppy. All right, which is your favorite country you've been to? This is gonna sound biased, but I really love Northern Africa. I can't choose a favorite country, but I'd say I have top 3, and they're all tie. Top 3, it's not first, second, and third. It's not first, second, and third. It's not third, second, and third, whatever. These are all draw, like a tie between 3 countries. Africa, I mean, it's just so cool. Okay, why is the safaris are like something you've never experienced. I'm gonna come back and actually just talk about the safaris after I tell you the other 2. Okay, next one is Hawaii. I don't understand, but David he hates Hawaii. Like, he doesn't hate it, he's just like, I always go there. Like, he's been going there since he was a kid, and I think it's the most tropical, coolest place in the freaking world. But I don't like Honolulu or any of that. I like the island Kauai, which I actually went to for my 24th birthday by myself. It was like literally unreal. So I love Hawaii for second best. Whoopsie. Well, not second best, like, okay, that option. And number 3, I would say France, like Saint-Tropez, like Paris, all that. So France. Okay, so why? I'm I'm sorry. Do you mind if I take a quick 30-minute nap and then I carry on? Just kidding. Okay, hang on. I'm gonna just quickly go make a coffee. I'll be right back. You'll see me in literally like a blink of an eye. All right, I'm back. Let's put some cold water in here so I can drink it straight away. Whew. If you've made it this far, move. Kaya, you're standing on my questions. No, this is not for you. That's not your toy, by the way. She's destroying it everywhere. It's breaking. Kaya. Okay, I need to throw this away. I'll be right back again. Alright, sorry. She literally chews up things like, you know what? She's actually never ever eaten a single one of my shoes. Like, even if I give it to her, watch. Kaya, come here. Kaya, look at this. What's this? Look at her. She would just like hang out. Kaya. No, she won't eat it. You see, like, even if I leave them, I can leave them downstairs. I can leave them anyway, and she won't. It's like so weird. And apparently your dog chews your shoes. Oh my god, Kaya. Apparently your dog chews your shoes when they're annoyed with you. Like, we had this one housekeeper, apparently, like, she's pretty annoying. Her dog always ate her shoes, and I was like, yeah, well, you annoy me too, so that's no surprise. She's stuck. Hi, Bobsies. Hi, Bob. Hi, Bobby. Bobsies, hello. Oh, she wants this thing so... Oh my god. Okay, she's like really hyper right now. Kaya, calm, Bubby. Yeah, so she's never eaten any of my shoes, handbags, like nothing. She's never eaten anything of mine. So that's like really good. She just eats her toys and then obviously like breaks her toys up. You're such a good girl. You're such a good girl. And now you're flying. Yes, you're flying, doggy. You're flying, doggy. You're flying. You're flying woof. She's amazing. Honestly, she doesn't have an aggressive bone in her whole entire body. She's just like such a lovely, lovely little creature. I just love you so much. Like, honestly, I didn't know it was possible to love an animal this much, and I just absolutely adore her. Alright, but I have strayed again from the road of my questions. It literally took me like 3 minutes. What was I saying in the beginning? Like right in the beginning of the vlog, like 3 minutes to answer like almost half, and then it took like long. This is officially like gonna be an hour vlog, I think. All right, move bum. I'm just gonna go throw her toy for her for 1 second and then come back because she's hyper. I'll be right back. Oh, okay, I'm back. All right, so those are my 3 favorite countries. Hawaii, Africa, and France. And about the safaris, like why they're so cool is okay. So you have to sign this indemnity form, and once you've signed it, like you go on this like open game drive vehicle, and you go out where there are lions and like elephants and everything. The way most tourists die in Africa is from is from elephants, surprisingly, not lions. I mean, there are people like in Botswana, they'll go like walking or whatever. Like these other tourists, there's a bridge, they put their sleeping bags on it, and they wanted to sleep under the stars, and they're like, oh, it's on a cattle bridge, so obviously like the wild animals can't get up here. Wrong. Lions and leopards, like leopards are so hectic because you can't fence them. You can build the fences as big as you want, electric and everything, they will not hold them. They'll get over it. You cannot fence leopards. They literally move from game farm to game farm, just go everywhere. So anyway, the lions got up, like a whole pride of lions came and ate them all on the bridge at night. So, I mean, there's so many horror stories, but anyway, you go on this open game drive vehicle and you see how my mind is like literally walking through a supermarket and just seeing a bunch of things and how you switch from thing to thing. And boys are like, come on, just get to the point. All right, so you're on this open game drive vehicle and you literally drive right next to the lion. And when you're next to a lion, it looks like this big. It's huge. Its paws are like that. These things are monsters. Now, there's no door in between you and this monster. It's right there. It comes up. It came up and smelt me the once. I promise you, I almost peed in my pants. I was so scared. So now why they don't take us out the car, like if you stand up, they will, because it sees the game drive car as one unit. If you stand up, you break the form. And then they can see that they prey people inside there and they'll eat you. So anyway, it's really crazy. And you can even do game walks where you go walking with the guide who doesn't have a gun. And the one guide was telling me, like when we were at Jabali Ridge, how he walked into a pride of lions of about 20. Like they turned the corner, it was them and two other guests. It was him and two other guests. And he said they all just got up and like looked at them. And he said he just like clapped and he told them to clap too. Literally, if you run, okay, the only animal you can outrun in Africa is a tortoise. You cannot outrun any other animal. You can't buffalo, like leopard, lion, cheetah, impala, nyala, kudu, you cannot wildebeest. Wildebeest is the word I was looking for earlier, by the way. Anyway, you cannot outrun any of them. So yeah, only animal you can outrun is a tortoise. So if you run, you're dead. You act like prey, they're gonna chase you like prey, and you're gonna be killed. Anyway, so it's just very thrilling and riveting going on game drives. And also you don't know what you're gonna see. Like I've seen one leopard my entire life. And it's just very exciting. And when you see something good, you see something really good. And if you haven't ever gone on a game safari, and they're very classy too, it's like really like proper. You get champagne at the back there, you stop and have sundowners, they do a whole setup for you, like just beautiful. You watch the sunset, like all nice, and so it's just really nice. And we call the word Lani, so like fancy and pretty, and just it's so nice. And you stay at these beautiful like game lodges, these beautiful bush camps. It's not camping, you just call it a bush camp, but it's not that. I also just really love the wild and being outdoors. Like I sit outside often at the house, and I'm just always like going outside. Even when we go to Vegas with Kaya, I go and sit outside. So I think Hawaii is very outdoorsy too. Well, not Honolulu, it's like a city. It doesn't even feel like Hawaii, but like Hawaii, my island, it's just so like outdoorsy, beautiful. You hike barefoot to the waterfall, there are no snakes. The mud's all, it's not mud, it's like squishy like mud, but it doesn't transfer onto your foot. It's like solid but squishy. I don't know how to explain it, but it's just beautiful. You go swimming in waterfalls, like you can go surfing. It's so nice. I used to go everywhere trying to find like cool waves to go surf, Like I was in Costa Rica, I went all the way there to go surfing, and that was stunning. But still top 3, Hawaii, France, and Africa. Gorgeous. Gorgeous, 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 gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Guys, these are the only questions I have for today. If you like this and you got this far, congratulations. I have my slippers half on, like literally on one toe. I'm sitting on the floor and I'm tired, so if you got this far, I bet you don't even want to watch another video for the night. This is like a movie of someone talking. Okay. Well, guys, did I get every single question? I mean, if you're still watching now and you haven't ended it, it's just ridiculous. Just kidding. Okay, well, I hope all of you have the most amazing week. Thank you for watching. I love you guys. I hope you enjoyed getting to know me better. If you want me to do another one of these or answer any questions, let me know. And yeah. Anyway, see you all on the flip side, beautifuls. Bye.